Picture yourself as a sentinel atop an ancient tower, the wind carrying distant storms while the sun bathes the horizon in gold. In this vast landscape of human interaction, the nice guy stands vigilant, not with sword drawn in aggression, but with eyes sharpened by wisdom. Machiavelli, that profound observer of princes and peoples, teaches us that fortune favors those who perceive the hidden rivers beneath the calm surface. For the good-hearted, this is not about suspicion, but about illumination, a radiant awareness that protects the inner flame from being extinguished by unseen gales. Consider the essence of virtue, that noble quality Machiavelli exalted as the true armor of the soul. Virtue, in his eyes, is not blind kindness, but a harmonious blend of strength and grace. The nice guy, often swayed by the pleas of others, must cultivate this virtue to discern the subtle arts of persuasion that swirl around him. Think of it as tending a garden. You nurture the blooms, but you must also uproot the weeds that choke their growth. When a colleague lavishes praise before requesting a favor, pause like a wise ruler surveying his court. Is this genuine alliance or a veiled siege? Machiavelli reminds us that men are driven by necessity and desire. Understanding this is your shield, not a weapon. In the epic tapestry of life, where heroes rise through trials, the nice guy transforms vulnerability into valor. Recall the stories of great leaders who, like Odysseus, navigated treacherous seas by reading the winds. You too can harness this foresight. Begin each day with reflection. Journal the interactions that stir your generosity and ask, what currents pull at my sails? This practice builds an inner compass, unerring and true. Machiavelli's realism shines here not as cynicism, but as a lantern in the fog. He urges us to study the patterns of behavior, much like a scholar deciphers ancient scrolls. Observe how flattery often precedes demands, or how guilt is wielded like a subtle chain. By recognizing these, you honor your own worth, ensuring your kindness flows from strength, not obligation. Yet this awakening is uplifting, a ascent to higher ground. Imagine the freedom of walking through crowded markets of ambition without being ensnared. The nice guy, armed with discernment, becomes a beacon for others, a model of integrity that inspires trust. Machiavelli himself wrote of the prince who appears merciful yet acts with prudence. For you, this means extending help where it uplifts, withdrawing where it drains. In relationships, foster bonds built on mutual respect, like alliances between sovereign states. If a friend consistently borrows your energy without reciprocity, gently redefine the borders of your generosity. This is not withdrawal into isolation, but the art of sustainable giving, ensuring your light endures. As the chapter unfolds, envision epic battles not of swords, but of wills. The manipulator thrives in shadows, but your gaze pierces them. Draw from Machiavelli's counsel on fortune. She is a woman, he says, to be boldly grasped. For the nice guy, this boldness is inner resolve. Practice affirmations that echo through your spirit. I am the architect of my path, wise to the world's whispers. Surround yourself with mentors, books, podcasts, wise companions who echo this philosophy. In professional arenas, negotiate with the poise of a diplomat, offering value while safeguarding your time. When promotions dangle like golden apples, assess the strings attached, turning potential traps into triumphs. This sentinel's gaze elevates you, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. No longer adrift in manipulation's currents, you steer your vessel with mastery. Machiavelli's wisdom, far from darkening the soul, ignites it, reminding us that true niceness thrives when protected by insight. You are not just surviving the game of life, you are mastering it, a hero in your own saga. Envision a colossal fortress rising from mist-shrouded mountains, its walls forged not from stone but from the indomitable spirit of those who dare to dream boldly. This is the inner citadel Machiavelli inspires in us, the sanctuary where the nice guy's heart beats strong against the sieges of external forces. In his timeless reflections, he speaks of virtue as the bedrock of power, a force that turns the wheel of fortune in our favor. For the good-hearted, this is an uplifting call to arms, not to conquer others, but to conquer the frailties that leave us open to the winds of manipulation. The journey begins with self-mastery, that epic quest where the hero confronts his shadows. Machiavelli observed that men are more ready to offend one who makes himself loved than one who makes himself feared. But for you, the nice guy, fear is not the goal. Respect is. Build your fortress by embracing realism. Acknowledge that not all souls share your purity. This awareness is liberating, like breaking chains forged in naivety. Start with daily rituals that steel your resolve. Meditation at dawn, where you visualize boundaries as glowing shields. When a partner employs emotional appeals to sway your decisions, respond with calm inquiry. What serves our mutual growth? This shifts the dynamic from passive yielding to empowered dialogue. In the grand narrative of history, Machiavelli's princes endured betrayals yet emerged wiser. You, too, can alchemize pain into power. Reflect on past instances where kindness was exploited, perhaps a boss who overloaded you with tasks under the guise of teamwork. Use these as forging fires, analyze without bitterness, extracting lessons like precious ore. Machiavelli's advice rings true. Adapt to circumstances, for rigidity invites downfall. Cultivate flexibility, the nice guy's secret strength. Say no with grace, framing it as yes to higher priorities. This uplifts not just you, but sets a standard that encourages authenticity in others. Epic tales abound of warriors who, through discipline, turned weakness to might. Embody this by nurturing your physical and mental vitality. Exercise as a ritual of fortitude, reading as a feast for the intellect. Machiavelli prized knowledge of war and peace. For you, study psychology's insights on influence. Books like those on cognitive biases become your arsenal of enlightenment. In social circles, practice the art of presence. Listen deeply, but reveal strategically, like a storyteller unveiling plot twists. This captivates, drawing true allies while deterring those who seek to puppeteer. Yet, this fortress is no lonely tower. It's a vibrant haven that radiates warmth. The nice guy, fortified, gives from abundance, inspiring loyalty. Machiavelli extolled the balance of lion and fox. Be fierce in self-defense, cunning in perception. Translate this to upliftment. Volunteer for causes that align with your values, but set limits to preserve your essence. In career climbs, negotiate raises with data-backed confidence, turning potential manipulations into mutual wins. Affirm your worth daily. I am a force of good, unyielding yet compassionate. As resolve solidifies, feel the epic transformation. Manipulation's arrows glance off your walls. Relationships deepen, built on equality rather than exploitation. Machiavelli's realism becomes your uplifting anthem. Nice guys don't finish last. They endure, evolve, and enlighten. Your fortress stands eternal, a testament to the power within every noble soul. Behold the grand loom of destiny, where threads of human connection weave patterns of triumph and legacy. In this majestic art, Machiavelli emerges as the master weaver, guiding the nice guy to intertwine strength with sincerity. His counsel on alliances, forming bonds that endure storms, elevates the good-hearted from mere participants to architects of harmonious realms. This is not scheming, but symphony, orchestrating relationships where mutual elevation drowns out the discord of manipulation. The epic begins with selection, choosing threads of finest quality. Machiavelli warned of false friends. For you, discern allies whose virtues mirror your own. In the vast marketplace of souls, seek those who celebrate your light without dimming theirs. Start with introspection. Map your circle like a strategist charts territories. Who energizes your spirit? Who subtly drains it? Prune with wisdom, not haste. Express gratitude for past ties while forging ahead. This uplifts, creating space for profound connections that propel you forward. In history's annals, great unions forged empires. Yours can forge unbreakable bonds. Practice the art of reciprocity, Machiavelli's balanced scale. Give generously, but expect equilibrium. When a mentor offers guidance, repay with loyalty and insight. In romance, weave intimacy with independence. Share dreams, but guard your core aspirations. If patterns of control emerge, address them with epic poise. Let us build together, not bind one another. This transforms potential conflicts into catalysts for growth. Captivate through authenticity, the nice guy's luminous thread. Machiavelli admired adaptability. Embody it by listening as an art form, mirroring concerns to foster empathy. In negotiations, whether business or personal, present your needs as shared victories. How can we both thrive becomes your mantra, disarming manipulators while uplifting dialogues. Surround yourself with diverse weavers, networks of thinkers, creators who expand your tapestry. Attend gatherings not as a seeker but as a contributor, sharing stories that inspire. Yet the weaver knows storms come. Prepare with resilience. Machiavelli's fortune is capricious. Anticipate shifts in alliances. Cultivate multiple strands, professional mentors, kindred spirits, even casual acquaintances as scouts for opportunities. This web catches you if one thread frays, turning vulnerability to versatility. Affirm daily. I weave with wisdom, creating bonds that endure. Read tales of historical figures who navigated courts with grace, drawing parallels to your life. Envision your masterpiece, a tapestry radiant with alliances that protect and propel. Manipulation unravels in the face of such unity. Machiavelli's legacy, reframed, uplifts the nice guy to legendary status, not last but leading with enlightened heart. In this epic weave you find not just protection, but profound purpose.